Hello League fans, told to bring you an all-for-one between two vicious champs, Sion and Ezreal. Some people claim Sion to be Ez's high counter. Sion's cryptic gaze does follow Ez through arcane shift, allowing him to lock Ez down for the kill. Others would say Ez's superior kiting skills would see Sion to an early grave every time. Let's check out the pros and cons for both champs. Sion has the aforementioned stun, coming in at a low mana cost with a fair amount of cooldown. Death's Caress is a shield that absorbs a fair amount of damage, and if not destroyed in 4 seconds, explodes to deal magic damage to surrounding enemies. Combine these two with Lichbane and Sion has some decent AP burst potential. Enrage increases Sion's attack damage while raising his maximum hit points for every unit killed with it on. Cannibalism grants Sion bonus lifesteal and attack speed, while healing nearby teammates for damage dealt. Round this out with Sion's passive Feel No Pain, and it's clear that he's one dangerous guy at close range. Sion is AD melee, which leaves him open to exhaust, slows, roots, pretty much anything that can get in his way. Randuin's Omen and Frozen Heart can derail his attack speed, Thornmail can reflect some of his damage back, and Sunfire can cause him to regret getting so close. Basically, armor up. Ignite, Morellonomicon, and Executioner's Cowling take the edge off his healing effect, making him easier to kill. Also, you could consider picking up Merc Treads to mitigate the stun, not to mention Banshee's Veil, Quicksilver Sash, and other items that help deal with CC. Ezreal is a ranged champ that can be both AD and AP. His passive is a steroid that increases his attack speed by 10% for up to 5 times for a duration of 5 seconds. Mystic Shot applies on-hit effects, which is great whether you go for slows with Iceborne Gauntlet, physical damage with Trinity Force, or AP damage with Lichbane. Essence Flux is a mid-range linear area effect attack. When it passes through teammates, it grants them attack speed. Arcane Shift is essentially the same as the summoner spell Flash, only that it fires a bolt of magical energy to the closest nearby target upon Ez's arrival. True Shot Barrage is a global, no-scope, linear area effect ultimate attack. Does Ezreal need a map? Yeah, but you try telling him that when he's fed. Ezreal can either burst champs down or kite them with on-hit abilities, making him a ridiculously slippery ranged champ. Ezreal appears to get busted up like Christmas ornaments. Even when compared to his fellow casters and ranged carries, he just seems extra squishy, so making effective use of his mobility is vital. If you can't land his skill shots, you're going to have a bad time. AP Ez's damage comes from skill shots, whereas AD Ez's only steroid depends on skill shots being landed as well. A good tip is to stay on the edge of the battle and, unless Vayne or Poppy are present during the fight, near a wall, so he can flash over it and immediately hit the dance hotkey. In most situations, it can take a while to build up his damage, which is bizarre, no doubt, because without steroids, most Ez players seem to fall off late game, unless they've snowballed pretty hard already. Now that we weighed the strengths and weaknesses of both champs, let's check out the gameplay footage. Alright, we got Olero at top. He's currently playing AP Sion. He's level 5. He doesn't really realize the potential of his shield to do damage. It's starting to look like he's set up for a double kill. He lands the Ignite. He's about to execute Toxic Bite with his Cryptic Gaze. There it goes. He chases under the turret. And I don't know what happened there, but he failed to get the kill and he fed Ez. Now, I've seen this before. Players will overcommit and then they'll hesitate. Even though they could get the kill and they'll die, they still try to run at the last second. I suppose it's fear and instincts, but nevertheless, it's always a bad choice. Over in mid, we got Zillivanes and Legit Skills. Zillivanes is playing AP Sion as well, and it's an even trade. Back up at top, we see these Sions make an excellent play with a stun, but the Ez's Arcane Shift away. Whitefire Tiger backs off, but Olero runs under turret, and once again, he does it only to back off and get killed. Now, he makes a habit out of this throughout the game, as you'll see. Overall bad plays and bad decisions being made, and this is what made the early game hard against these Ez's for us. Legit Skills back in mid, about to run up on Zillivanes, who's pushed too far with too little health. Of course, Legit Skills gets on a turret, shoots him in the face, and then gets out safe. Oro lands a stun but hesitates in responding and then decides late that he wants to route into lane. Takes skill shots, pops his shield which does nothing for him, takes an ignite, gets shot up so many times, takes an ult to the face, and we have legit skills moving up on the minimap. As you can see, Arcane shifts in, drops the ignite, and he gets away, and Oro is left running around in circles. It's really showing here, you know, you got Ez, his high mobility, they're staying in a group, they're working together, and they're trying to keep their distance for the most part. On our end, we're making bad plays. And yep, there's a first Ez ulti, it doesn't do too much damage, so they just hang around, waiting for the second Ez ulti to come in and smash him down. Now they want to run, but as you see, Odoro gets taken down, and Ganghanger gets out. Now, at bottom, me and Soul Rain were actually playing very passive, farm up our E's, and this is when we chose to really, start sticking it to them. And of course, these Ezreals, they rely too much on their arcane shift, and they get cocky. That one, he arcane shifted right next to me, got busted up. Luckily, he got exhausted and took me down. At top, we got Whitefire Tiger. He gets confused right here. You see him going back and forth before deciding that he just has to get away. However, he keeps running in a straight line, so that guarantees he's going to take some skill shots to the back of the head. Now his ulti's going on, and instead of fighting and taking advantage of his lifesteal, he just gets shot up. Back at bottom with the same two overconfident Ezreals, Ripley gets caught. Now if you notice, they keep trying to fight back instead of just trying to run us. Ripley will turn around for a skill shot right here that pauses enough for me to land a stun on him. He gets blown up. No Rest just waits for me to get done with Ripley so I can come back and help Soul Rain. Then he tries to run, takes the ignite, I tank the turret, and it's a perfect flyby. Meanwhile, back in mid, legit skill seems to be fighting two sides at once. He gets an ignite thrown on him, and they land it with the Q, easy. They try to repeat this again, but Oro stuns and backs up. Hesitation. The second stun goes out, but it's to no avail, and now these Ezes got them on the run. Now, as Sion tries to flee, basically it's like shooting fish in a barrel. Now, before I mentioned that these Ezreals were keeping their distance and, basically sticking together in a group, but it's a different story now. As you can see, more and more of them are trying to fight us face to face. They have no choice. As you can see, I picked up a Talisman of Ascension and a Yomu's Ghostblade, which enables me to stay right on top of them despite their double flash. Ripley catches it on the turret. My team sticks with me, no rest, constantly trying to burst me down. He gets busted up. Toxic Bite flashes him for the kill on me, but then this puts him in a rather bad predicament. And he gets caught by 3 Sions. Now this is always a precious moment when out of fear and panic a player pops their Zanyas. So funny. Back in mid we have that massive speed boost, Twin Shadows come out. That Ezreal's caught with the exhaust as well, chopped up, Ganghanger tries to flash away 2 feet in front of himself. That was clearly a panic move. Clearly, he could have hopped over that wall right there to his left in the blue. Didn't make that choice, though. Now, in that forum post I showed you guys earlier at the beginning of the video, that was an Ez player actually complaining that he felt Ezreals weren't rewarded enough for their excellent gameplay choices. Like, if they flash at the right minute or they arcane shift at the right minute, they should be able to break targeting, like with Fizz's Playful Trickster or Master Yi's Alpha Strike. However, in this case, you see 5 different Ezreals making 5 different individual plays, and they're all doing the same thing. Either using Arcane Shift to get into a fight because they're overconfident, or using Arcane Shift to move a space of 3 feet away. This is ridiculous. They could flash over walls, they could Arcane Shift over walls, but no. And they know what items we now have. They know we have speed boosts, they know we have stuns, but they play right into our hands. Look at Ganghanger trying to shoot Ziller Veins in the face, and he gets blown up for it. Yeah, once you got this many Sions in your base, you know you're going to have a problem. By this stage of the game, they only have a 2,000 gold lead on us. Now, if you notice, at the second half of this video, though, they had a 13,000 gold lead. We quickly narrowed the gap. Now, their tower lead, it isn't much either. All they have, in terms of shutting us down, happens to be our top inhibitor turret, whereas we're all the way up in their base like we live there. Right here we have the arrogance of Ezreal once again. He gets caught, he gets chopped, he's almost dead, he flashes over a wall. Now while this is happening, Ripley's just farming. Look at him. He thinks he has this. Instead of running away, he's like, "Ooh man, I'm gonna fight Sion." I'm such a genius. I don't have my arcane shift. He gets caught and blown up. More and more you're gonna see it. If your opponent has high move speed, double flash is relatively pointless at this stage in the game unless you do it over a wall. You know, if I can clear 3 feet in 2 seconds and you can flash like what, 6 feet, what difference is that going to make? That second Ezreal got chopped up. I actually make it out of there. Smooth. Look at this guy. Try to juke me in the bush. Man, come on, dude. I move like 2,000 horsepower, man. Look at this. Oh, man, I'm going to chop that guy's head in. Here we go, another guy. Look at him. Watch your arcane shift. Boy, what's the point of that? Pop the talisman and ascension. I'm gone. Yo moves. What is it? Boom. I know he's feeling silly. Look at all those flowers, man. I look awesome. Meanwhile, White-Fire Tiger, this is ridiculous. Look at him right in his face. He chops that first Ez up, runs down on this Ez. It's over. Look at legit skills. Point blank range with the arcane shift, but for what? His GA's wasted. Ganghanger just walks forward to accept his fate. Legit skills tries to make a run for it. Boy, what are you doing? And now this is the victory push. As you see, they only have a 700 gold lead, and the last little Ezreal gets ready to defend. Despite the bad plays we made at the beginning, one of my biggest gripes was it took us so long to catch up in gold. You know, just now in the last few minutes, last few seconds, we managed to pull ahead. Well, thanks for watching, and you know, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I don't even know what that means. But leave some feedback on what you think about my first time commentating and what you would like to maybe see me cover next. Trust me, I get better at this kind of stuff. Have a great day.